You know what's strange? Some of the most perceptive, emotionally intelligent people you'll ever meet didn't develop those abilities through books, classrooms, or years of meditation. They developed them because, at some point in their lives, they had to. Their nervous system was trained, not by choice, but by circumstances that required them to read rooms, predict moods, and think several steps ahead, just to feel safe. Psychologists have started calling this traumatic intelligence. And if you've never heard of it before, that's exactly why this video matters. Here's the psychological premise. Trauma doesn't only wound people. In many cases, it also sharpens them. Research in developmental psychology suggests that children who grow up in unpredictable or emotionally complex environments often develop a heightened sensitivity to social cues, emotional patterns, and nonverbal communication. Their brains, specifically the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex, are wired early on to detect subtle signals that most people completely miss. The result is a form of intelligence that looks almost invisible from the outside, but runs incredibly deep on the inside. The first sign is that you can read a room before anyone says a word. You walk into a space, and something shifts in you. A quiet alertness. You pick up on tension in someone's posture or a micro-expression that crosses a person's face for less than a second. This isn't intuition in the mystical sense. It's pattern recognition. Your brain was trained from an early age to scan your environment for emotional data, because at some point, that scanning kept you safe. The second sign is that you are deeply attuned to other people's needs, sometimes before they are. You notice when someone is struggling, even when they say they're fine. You sense the shift in someone's energy before they've had a chance to process it themselves. Psychologists refer to this as hyperempathy. The third sign is that you are an exceptional problem solver, especially under pressure. When things fall apart around you, something in you goes calm and strategic. You don't freeze, you adapt. Individuals who experienced early adversity often develop what researchers describe as stress inoculation. What others may see as overwhelming chaos, you see as a puzzle to be solved. The fourth sign is that you think deeply about human behavior, almost compulsively. You analyze why people do what they do. You replay conversations. You search for the meaning behind actions that others don't even register. You became a student of human nature because understanding people felt essential to your well-being. You can predict how someone will react in a given situation based on their behavior, mood, and body language. Your ability to read and respond to people has become second nature. The fifth sign. Consider this for a moment. Everything you've heard so far, the perceptiveness, the empathy, the analytical mind, these are not weaknesses dressed up as strengths. They are genuine cognitive and emotional adaptations, and they tell a story about how remarkably responsive the human brain is to experience. You develop this intelligence not out of luxury, but because your environment demanded it. The sixth sign is that you have a highly developed sense of self-reliance. You don't wait for people to rescue you. You build solutions independently and quietly. Dependence felt risky, so competence became the default. You developed a quiet strength that's not reliant on others' support or validation. While others may look for external guidance or reassurance, you look inward to find solutions. The seventh sign is that you feel things more intensely than the people around you seem to. Music hits differently. Injustice bothers you on a visceral level. A kind gesture from a stranger can genuinely move you. This emotional depth is a hallmark of traumatic intelligence. The result is a person who doesn't just observe the world. They feel it at a frequency most people don't have access to. And this deep emotional capacity can often feel like both a gift and a curse. You carry the weight of the world's injustices, pain, and beauty. The eighth sign is that you struggle to trust easily. This isn't cynicism, it's a calibrated response. But once it's given, it's a bond that is difficult to break.